have that feeling? You look at your paycheck, you see that nice big number, and then you look at your bank account and it's, well, basically zero. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. You might just be caught in what's known as the six-figure broke trap. Today, we're going to dig into why that happens. It's so frustrating, isn't it? You've done everything you were supposed to do. You got the education, you climbed the corporate ladder, you landed that high-paying job, and yet, somehow, financial stress is still a part of your daily life. The truth is, this isn't really a math problem. It's a mind problem. And it is way more widespread than you'd ever think. Get this. A staggering 60% of people earning six figures in the US are living paycheck to paycheck. This isn't some tiny little issue. It's practically an epidemic. So, what is actually going on here? Well, the first big piece of this puzzle is a concept some psychologists have started calling treatonomics. And it's basically a survival mechanism that kicks in when our financial lives just feel totally overwhelming. See, this is where our own brains kind of start to work against us. When those huge, life-changing goals, like say buying a house or actually retiring someday, seem completely impossible, our brain just switches gears. It gives up on long-term planning and starts hunting for a quick, easy escape from all that stress. And this lays out the trade-off perfectly. Your brain goes, look, I'm never going to be able to afford that $500,000 mortgage. So what's the big deal about spending $25 on a really great dinner right now? It's a little dopamine hit, a small pleasure that papers over a much bigger problem. And yeah, it feels good in the moment, but trust me, it comes at a very, very steep price. And that's the gut punch right there. Every single one of those little treats is a transaction. You're not just buying a coffee or a new shirt. You are actively, literally selling off your future freedom for a moment. Just a fleeting moment of feeling good today. But here's the thing. It is not entirely your fault. We aren't making these choices in a bubble. There are incredibly powerful forces out there working against us, what you could call the invisible persuaders, and they are constantly nudging us to spend. Just try to wrap your head around this number for a second. Over 10,000. That's how many ads the average American sees every single day. And each one is like a tiny, carefully engineered psychological weapon designed to make you feel like you're not quite enough, but that you're just one purchase away from happiness. This constant barrage is just one part of a much bigger playbook. The entire credit and advertising industry is built on hijacking your brain's reward system. They know that swiping a piece of plastic doesn't trigger the same pain of paying as handing over actual cash. They know that buy now, pay later schemes let you bypass logic. And one-click checkouts, that's just pure, unfiltered impulse fuel. And that's the whole game. They've made the act of spending feel abstract, frictionless, and totally consequence-free in the moment. And by doing that, they've opened the floodgates for all these impulsive decisions that just slowly bleed your financial future dry. All right, so the third major trap, well, this is one we set for ourselves, usually with the best intentions. It's called lifestyle creep, and it might be one of the sneakiest and most dangerous things in all of personal finance. I mean, the logic seems pretty solid, right? You earn more money, so you can spend more money. Your brain looks at that bigger paycheck not as an opportunity to save more or invest, but as a permission slip to go out and upgrade your entire lifestyle. And that is the heart of the trap. That 10% raise doesn't even have a chance to hit your savings account.
All of a sudden, it feels like a requirement to get that faster car, or the bigger apartment, or the designer clothes. We end up buying things we don't even need to impress people we don't even like, all just to keep up.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem. We're fighting our own brain chemistry and a massive industry designed to make us spend. It sounds pretty bleak, I know, but here's the good news. It's not hopeless, not even close. You can absolutely break this cycle. So let's talk about how. First, you have to really truly understand what is at stake here. Just look at these two paths. On one side, $50,000 in debt makes you a servant. You're locked into a job servicing a life you might not even want anymore. But on the other side, 50,000 in the bank, that's not just money. That is power. It's the power to say no to a bad boss. It's the freedom to take 6 months off to figure things out. That is the real choice you're making every day. So how do you get on the right path? It starts with 3 really practical steps. First, the 48-hour rule. For any non-essential purchase over $50, just wait 2 days. That's it. Let that initial impulse die down. Second, audit your treats. I mean it. Go through your bank statements. Are you accidentally spending $300 a month on onomics? And third, and this is the big one, you have to shift your whole mindset. Before you buy anything, ask yourself one simple question. Is this going to buy me more time and freedom, or is it going to take my time and freedom to pay for? And that question leads us to the ultimate reframe. Because true wealth, it has nothing to do with what you own or the status you can project. In today's world, the ultimate currency, the real true measure of wealth, is time. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? The whole point isn't to pile up more stuff to put in a house that you're never in because you're always working to pay for it all. The real goal is to build a life that is so good, so aligned with who you are, that you don't feel that constant need to escape from it with little expensive treats. So I'll just leave you with this question. When you stop trading your future for a 15-minute high, when you start collecting time instead of debt, what are you going to do with all that freedom you've bought back for yourself? That right there is the real prize.